to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year two together in the booth. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the lefty, 5'11" out of Oregon, Dylan Gabriel.
Well, here it is. This is the moment, Mike, that he has been working towards ever since hearing his name called on draft night. He's put in the work. He's gotten the reps with the first team. He's had some ups and downs through training camp in the preseason. But it's clear this organization has all the confidence in the world for this young quarterback to go out as the week one.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. They'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options on the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started.
41-yard line.
Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Not what you want to see quarter one of week one. Is in motion. And he'll get about 5. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Mahomes. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
We'll try and run here with Cook. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a 1st down.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. Some good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
A run up the middle with Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they need it to be. Turn it over on down. The home team's offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw is Gabriel. That's to the rookie second-round pick, Trey Harris. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a first down.
Off play action now. It's Gabriel. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Out of the gun, Gabriel. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. 5 times a Pro Bowler. That's Joey Bosa. He's got his first sack of the season here early in Week 1. Here's Ethan Evans now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Here's Horton. Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense about ready to get going. On their opening drive, no damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big ball forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Get this complete to Horton. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Patrick to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. They now get back to midfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
He's got the big rookie out of LSU, Mason Taylor. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Horton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down.
Mahomes pass.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 17-yard
Now
line.
Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
6 yards.
DJ Jones taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Rupee's kick is good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Our home team.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Is caught. It's Robinson. And I'm up and down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Gabriel going to keep it on the zone read. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
On the ground, this is Chandler. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. He'll complete that to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the catch. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 14 on the pickup, and that will be a first down.
30-yard line.
Quick throw on the RPO to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another first down.
They'll run it here with Chandler. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
A carry now for Chandler. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on third down, Gabriel. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And his guys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to the defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a three-man race in the AFC North.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down. Cook. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's Mahomes. Throwing on a run. It's behind his man, and it's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors will take a 6-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Quarterbacks and coaching staff trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Gabriel now on 2nd down. He'll drop this one down for Chandler. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing again is Gabriel. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Gabriel. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
From the gun, here's Gabriel. He takes off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
Gain of 10 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A run now for Chandler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Out of the gun, Gabriel. Taking off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Forced out wide, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
It's the score. Our home team 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 12 yards. Complete to Garrett.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Good hustle by the defense. He beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
On 2nd down, Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain of 8. Makes it 3rd.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the 1st half. What will happen in the 2nd half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
Now, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattled off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator and Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close. And maybe
Aaron Glenn, he has made the decision. He wants another look, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling. The ball not moving around. He has control. So that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. On the handoff, this is Cook. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
42-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Ross. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. They'll run the draw with Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 23, here's second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
this is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And the last first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
And the first down.
Here's Cook. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught, and he's in. Blake Krupe comes on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the visitors go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Our home team, 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England. It's Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams. But I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run. He can still make every catch. He can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really high.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Roquan Smith working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back James Cook making their way out. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line. I don't know. Does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 4, you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference. If I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule, regular season, will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I had just when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well,
and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Tui Pelotu getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now, Mahomes. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On a zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Gabriel. He'll run again. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Clowney brought him down. No gain on the play. It's
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. On the ground, it's Cooks to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Mahomes. Over the middle, it's Wilson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. A whole lot of chances. It was bounced, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down. Back to the tight end, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's enough for a first down.
Result is a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another first down. It's a gain of 10. Results in
Here comes the jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6. 2nd down, they need 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
To throw
3.
is Mahomes. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So now then, first and goal from the 1. Hook is in for a touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Mahomes has his offense ready to try for 2 more.
The offense will
He'll drop the throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
24. Our home team, 10.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Gabriel. Open receiver, that's Harris. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, it's Gabriel. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 50 yards
on the play. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And what a decision to turn into a runner and tuck that ball down and go. You could tell initially he's thinking, just pick up the 1st down and get out of bounds. But as the play unfolded, he realized there was a lot more green grass in front of him. For a minute, it looked like he was going to take it all the way. But he'll settle for the big gain. He sets up 1st down.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw is Gabriel. Got his man at the 6. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll go with him again. And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and his guys back within 7. It's 24-17.
Our home team, 17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Oh, they got the turnover they needed.
increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. A carry now for Chandler. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Gabriel. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They need one right now. 3rd and long. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
A 55-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes back. That's right side and caught by Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. RPO quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seed he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback.
20-yard line.
The home team's offense and their quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, set for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action now. It's Gabriel. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Joey Bosa. He works his way in to record the 2nd sack of his young career. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Gabriel. That's caught by Chandler. get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
In punt formation.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's got Myers on the completion. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Throw across his body is complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
85, Mason Taylor.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down.
They go play action with Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Tuli Pulotu.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. A gain of 7. Result is a 1st down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.